Historically, so goes January, so goes the year. But as I look at this market right now at this point in time, I kind of come back to some 80s tunes, and I keep thinking about, hold on loosely, from 38 special at this point. 38 special, because I keep looking at this market. We've got this great relief rally. We're up 10 out of the last 14 sessions. We're up 10% off the lows at this point in time. And as I keep looking at this tape, the biggest question I'm getting from investors and traders is simply at this point in time, is this more than a relief rally? Are we going to have to come back? Are we going to have to retest the lows we had seen right before on Christmas Eve? Do we need to come back and retest? And if you look back at history, history would say that about 50% of the time you do come back and you make what you call a double bottom low and you retest the lows you had seen earlier. As I look at the stocks, as I look at the overall averages at this point in time, a couple things that I'm noticing. Number one, a lot of the advances in the stocks are happening on somewhat tepid volume. I'm also noticing that some of the money flow into these stocks is somewhat weak. So that, in my mind, increases the probability that we are going to get some sort of pullback and retest of those lows. And when you look at the Brexit vote, you look at the fact that the government shut down here in the States, there's lots of reasons why you could see that scenario unfold.
Okay, but
at this
Craig,
point in time,
hold on, buddy, because my 5th grade math class tells me that if there's a 50% chance of something happening, there's a 50% chance of something else happening. All right, so you gave us half the odds. What makes it more likely than not that that outcome occurs?
I think what makes it more likely than not that that outcome potentially can unfold this way is simply that, again, looking back at the stocks, looking back at the setup in here, suggests that there's not as much confidence with investors. Great rally, great bounce, but I think people want that pullback and retest to ultimately see that be the case. And when we've not seen a retest, Brian, is when you had those V bottoms, that tended to be more crisis periods. 08, 09 bottom was a V, 87 was a V. This doesn't seem to be that kind of crisis situation in the markets at this point in time. So I would say that we pull back, we get that retest, and it's probably not going to be as deep as we've seen before. And I'll tell you why, because when you think about Wall Street, the number one rule is when everybody's on one side of the boat, you want to be on the other, and it's becoming consensus that everybody thinks that there's going to be a double bottom low.
Quickly, though, got about 45 seconds. This market has given the shutdown a pass so far. How much longer does it have? We're in day 26, Craig.
The answer to that is the market believes that we are going to work this out ultimately. I think that this is going to get a pass for probably the next 30 to 60 days if it goes that long. I'm not sure it is, but if it does go that long, and then at that point in time, credit rating agencies start to come into question, and then the market's going to react more severely.